I believe this is the most important video I've ever done about wealth and XRP. Go ahead and like the video right now, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump in. There's one belief that keeps people from entering into real wealth, and you'll be shocked to find out what it is. I'm Camila Stevenson, and around here we talk wealth. And I want to talk about why most people believe that making money means selling something. See, that belief alone is why a lot of people will touch wealth once and then never keep it. Because when you actually study how long-term wealth behaves, you notice something very different. The people who end up with real control over their time, their lifestyle, and their legacy don't build their lives around exits. They build them around assets that keep working without being liquidated. And today, I want to walk you through something that keeps coming up around XRP, but usually in the wrong way. Most conversations focus on price, how high it can go, when to sell, where the top might be. That is not how capital thinks. What actually matters is what happens after an asset becomes valuable and what options open up once something stops being speculative and starts being structurally important. Because at that point, selling is rarely the most interesting move. And just so we're clear before we go further, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy or sell. This is for educational purposes only. I just want to walk you through how I think about assets, liquidity, and wealth mechanics. Now, let's start with the foundation. One of the biggest misunderstandings in personal finance is the idea that income equals wealth. Income is very temporary and ownership is enduring. Liquidity feels powerful because it's visible. You can spend it, you can move it, you can show results. But liquidity is also very fragile. Once it's used, it's gone. Once it's taxed, it shrinks. And once it's spent, it has to be recreated. Ownership, on the other hand, works very differently. Ownership doesn't need to move to create value. It doesn't need to be converted to be useful, and it doesn't disappear just because you access its benefits. This is why wealthy individuals do not rush to sell appreciating assets, not because they're emotionally attached to them, because that's not the case, but it's really because they understand that selling collapses optionality. When you sell, you're making a permanent decision. You've chosen one outcome and eliminated every other possibility use of that asset going forward. That is retail behavior. That's not an insult. It's okay to sell sometimes and take a little cream off the top if you got the right game plan. But when I say it's retail behavior, I'm just saying it's a description of how most people are trained to think. Buy something, wait, sell it, and repeat. But once an asset reaches a certain scale, it stops being a trade and starts functioning like infrastructure